So welcome to Oman. This is your first exhibition in Oman. So for people who aren't familiar with your work, what would you tell them about it?
Thank you, and I'm very happy to be in Oman. The first time I've ever visited this beautiful country. My show at Gallery Sarah opens this evening is a really overview of the work I've been making in the last 5 years, and you'll see both paintings, paper cutout pieces, a light box, and charcoal drawings like this piece behind me. This is a very new piece that I made at the end of last year that was installed at the Goss Michael Foundation, which is a museum in America. And this piece is made from one large piece of paper, charcoal and cut. So the paper moves with different humidity, and as the light changes, you can see that the piece very much has the freedom to move and develop almost as if it's a slightly organic living entity. And the image comes entirely from microbiological background. So I've had my parts of my body photographed, and that I then create layered images and draw it onto the paper. And this is the starting point for this piece.
What can you tell us about this piece?
So this is the last piece I made for the exhibition, and it's a light box, which is a process I've been working on over the last 3 or 4 years, trying to perfect how make a self-contained light box where you can't see how it's been put together. It's made by white felt fabric, hand cut with a surgical scalpel, and then stretched in this box where some LED lights. I wanted to make sure you couldn't see the screws in the sides. It has frosted sides so the light goes along to the wall, and you couldn't see the back and you couldn't see any of the wires. And it's controlled by an iPhone or a computer, so that you can change the light. So we can have it blue, but we can also have it at any colour. 7 million different colours, in fact. So it's quite a versatile piece. You can hang it in lots of different environments. But this is my latest piece.
What was the inspiration?
This too is microbiological. So this comes from neurons and fibrin that I've had photographed, and I've layered up to make this image.
So not all of your work focuses on the DNA and the details, but you also have an interest in landscape. So can you tell us a bit about your interest in rainforests and,
For sure.
and trees?
So I've been making work based on the landscape now for many years, and my work tends to evolve from one body to the next, but the thing that links all of it really is a love of nature, of life. Everything I make, however abstract it may appear, is all based on reality, things I've witnessed. This piece comes from the Taman Negara rainforest, which is in Malaysia, one of the oldest rainforests in the world. And I went and documented it, took many photographs, and then wanted to make a very vibrant painting based on it, because although the rainforest was very isolated, it was actually very vibrant, very noisy. And so I made this painting, oil and acrylic on canvas, layered up. I have a love of colour, and the pattern towards the bottom of the piece, all hand painted, and actually comes is a sort of, this painting is where my DNA work and my landscape work meet, in as much that this pattern is my own self-portrait taken from having my chromosomes photographed, and the unique pattern that creates, as it were, myself painted from the inside out. I've then added to the bottom of this canvas.